Chapter 3 Take that woman back. Although only a few minutes had passed, Miao felt like it had been a long time. What? What are we waiting for? She stamped her numb feet and felt that something was wrong. Suddenly, she looked down and saw a pool of red liquid at her feet under the glimmer of the road. Because she just stamped, a few drops even splashed on her white sneakers. For a moment, she was inspired and said, "Hey. You are menstruating." The surrounding air seemed to solidify. Shen Xing ground his teeth and said, "Shut up." There were many messy footsteps outside. "Hurry up, boss must be nearby. Hurry up." "You guys finally come," thought Shen Xing. He looked at the distance between the alley and the road and pushed hard. Miao felt a force coming from behind, and then she had been slammed to the ground for the second time today. But this time there was no chicken costume under her as a cushion. Thus, she was terribly painful that she was going to cry until she saw several people suddenly appear in front of her. "Boss?" Those people quickly lifted the man on her body. "Does this woman have to be disposed of?" Someone spoke. Miao had to stop caring about her pain. She crawled on the ground, covering her face, and shouted, "I didn't see anything and I don't know anything. You don't have to kill me, really." She rolled around as if to prove it, trying to roll back into the alley. But she didn't roll in the right direction. Instead, she rolled into the middle of her enemies. Puff! The bodyguards sneered and one of them even kicked her until she was kicked at Shen Xinglin's feet. "It's so dark that we can't even see each other's face, you." Miao's voice stopped suddenly because when she raised her head against the streetlight, she saw a pair of cold, dark eyes. Silence permeated the air for a few seconds. When Miao was desperate, a voice came. "Let's go." Then she heard the sound of the brakes, then footsteps, and finally it quieted down. "Hey?" Miao shouted, "Is there anyone else?" No response. She jumped up and ran. When she ran to the subway station in one breath and was about to get on the subway, she realized that she forgot to bring the chicken costume and the remaining dresses with her. Therefore, she ran back again, and when she arrived at that place, she found that there was only the oversized chick costume lying alone in the same place, but the scattered dresses disappeared. The Shen's villa. "Boss, are you okay?" Shenai lowered his head and stood in the middle of the house. "I didn't protect you well." "It's not your fault," the man who was addressed as boss said, sitting on the couch. He was wearing a black bathrobe and his thin chin was very beautiful. His beautiful facial features were especially prominent, like the cheetah in the dark who had seductive and cruel eyes. The next second, he would tear you apart and swallow your bones. Shen Xing looked at his injured leg. Tonight, the mayor invited him to talk about the plan of the development zone. Shen Xing did not expect that the mayor wanted to send his daughter to his bed. He didn't know where they found the medicine that they could imperceptibly put it in his wine. "If I don't stab myself, I'm afraid I can't resist my sexual desire." His eyes flashed with cold light. "Check it out and see what the mayor's daughter is doing every day." This wound must be counted on the mayor, and he had to pay for it. Shenai trembled with fear. His boss would never swallow his hatred, and this time, there would be a good show. "Damn." The boss, Shen Xing, touched his neck and suddenly, his expression changed. "Go and catch the woman who was in the alley tonight back."